Let's look at a few examples about adding and subtracting some different types of integers. We're going to do that with some stories that we talked about in the previous video. We'll also do that with our number line here above. If we see 2 plus 4, maybe we're talking about your score in golf. Maybe you're 2 over par, and on the next hole you get 4 over par. Well, 2 and 4 is going to mean that you're a total of 6 over par. You're adding a positive with another positive, which is getting you more positive. This is going to give you a total of 6. Pretty straightforward. On the number line, we would say we went 2 to the right, and then we went 4 more to the right from there, leaving us at a positive 6. If we have 2 plus negative 4, let's go back to the golf score. This would be kind of hard, but maybe you're 2 over par, and by the end, in the next few rounds, you get 4 under par. And you want to know where you're at this point. Well, you had 2 over, 4 under. Well, there's going to balance each other a little bit out, but basically we have 2 more negatives than we do positives. And those 2 negatives are what's going to give us our final score. This is going to be a difference of -2. On the number line, we're sitting at 2, and then we're adding 4 negatives. That's not a good thing. We don't want to add negatives. That means we're going back. We're going left 1, 2, 3, 4 spots, all the way here to -2. Another way to think about this problem is actually how it's written down here. 2 minus 4. It's again 2 positives, and you're putting with that 4 negatives. This is kind of like 4 negatives. This is kind of like 4 negatives. You should get the same answer of -2. Now, a different way to think about this whenever you're dealing with subtraction is to maybe substitute the word subtraction for one of these synonyms. You can maybe say 2 take away 4. I've got 2 things, and I take away 4 things. If that helps you get the answer of -2, great. If it doesn't, think 2 minus 4. Go back to elementary school and think about that. The difference, what's the difference between 2 and 4? What is 2 decrease 4? Well, maybe some of those will help you as you're working through problems. Otherwise, we're here at 2, you take away 4, and you can see again we're at -2. It really helps out to use these synonyms when we're talking about subtracting a negative. They're very awkward situations. Maybe you can think of it as we have $2 and we're taking away $4 of debt. Well, that's a good thing if we're taking away $4 of debt. To take away $4 of debt, well, let's see, I had 2 things. If I take away this, and I take away this, and I take away this, and I take away this, well, that's 4 really good things, leaving you with 6 good things. The way we think about it on the number line is we're sitting here at 2. Take away would normally make us go left, but we're taking away a negative, meaning we're going to go right, up 4, and we end up in the same spot here at 6. We'll learn a few other rules here in class where we'll talk about what happens when you add a positive with a positive and a negative with a negative. But for right now, maybe try a number line and maybe try and use some of these synonyms for subtraction.